In this video, we are going to see how we are going to put a voucher entry or transaction entry in Tally. So for this, we are taking an example transaction. Ram started a business with a capital of rupees 1 lakh. So basic accounts rules say that cash account is debited and Ram's capital account is credited. So we are putting this in receipt voucher. Receipt voucher is used for the transactions in which the company is receiving money. So here the company is receiving 1 lakh money from Ram. So company's cash account is debited with 1 lakh and Ram's capital account is credited with 1 lakh. So cash account should be created under the group cash in hand and Ram's capital account should be created under the group capital account. So this is the transaction and accounting voucher entry. So for entering this voucher, we need to create two ledgers, cash account ledger and Ram's capital account ledger. But cash account ledger is already created in the Tally by default. Ram's capital account, we should create it separately. So that is given in the second table. Ledger to be created is Ram's capital account under capital account group. So this is the only ledger which we need to create now. So this accounting voucher entry can be done in two methods. Method 1, creating the ledger and then creating the accounting voucher entry. Method 2, directly creating the accounting voucher entry and from there itself creating the ledger using secondary screen. So we are going to see both the methods now in this video. So we are going to Tally. As usual, we are going to select Alt W, work in educational mode. So this is gateway of Tally and already company 1 is opened. In the left hand side you can see company 1 is opened. Right hand side gateway of Tally menu, masters, accounts info menu, and in that we are having groups ledgers. So I am going to the groups menu and I am seeing whether the groups are present. Cash in hand group and capital account group, both the groups needed for this accounting voucher entry transaction is present already. Almost all the groups needed will be present in Tally, predefined. Now we are going to ledger and we are seeing cash ledger and profit and loss account ledger is the default ledger, 2 default ledger which is present already. Orange bias has been created by me for previous transaction. Now I am going to create the ledger needed for this transaction, Ram's capital A bar C under the group capital accounts, and I am skipping the rest of the details and I am saving this ledger. Accept, yes. Now I have created the ledger. So I am going to display that ledger and see whether it is created. Yes, it is created. Now I need to create the accounting voucher entry. So for that I need to go to transactions submenu in gateway of Tally, accounting vouchers, by default payment voucher will be loaded. But for this transaction, I should use receipt voucher. So the shortcut key is given in the right hand side, vertical green, dark green bar, F6 receipt voucher. So I am clicking that button and I am changing the voucher to receipt voucher. But this voucher is in single entry mode. See the heading particulars. So I am going to click F12 configure in the right hand side, vertical dark green button bar. In that F12 configure, I am going to change two options. So first one, use CRDR instead of to buy. I am clicking that and changing to yes. And use single entry mode for payment receipt contra voucher. I am changing that to no, so that I am going to work in double entry mode. I am going back to the main menu and again coming to the accounting voucher screen. Now you can see CRDR is displayed. So what is the ledger to be placed in CR? Ram's capital account. So CR credit is Ram's capital account. So I am selecting. So because I have created that already, and I am typing the amount as 1 lakh. And DR, this is cash account. Selecting cash account, 1 lakh, and I am going to save this accounting voucher. I can even type a voucher date if needed. So this is an educational version, so I am not using dates here. So I have clicked Ctrl A and I have saved this transaction or accounting voucher. I can check whether this is saved by going to Gateway of Tally, and I am going to ledger display alter. I am planning to delete Ram's capital account ledger, but it is not allowing me to delete because I have used this ledger in an transaction accounting voucher entry. So this we are going to do for demonstrating method 2, directly how we are going to put accounting voucher entry without creating the ledger. So I am going to delete this accounting voucher entry. For that I need to go to report section, display daybook. So here I can see all the transactions entered. Only one transaction we have entered, and I am deleting by using the button at the bottom, Alt D, delete. Only when I delete this transaction or voucher, I can delete the ledgers associated with this. So now again I am going to ledgers, alter. I am displaying and seeing whether the ledger is present. Now I need to go to alter and select Ram's capital account, and I need to delete Ram's capital account. So this we are seeing in method 2, direct entry of accounting voucher, we are going to see. So here I can delete this Ram's capital account by going to alter menu in single ledger, selecting Ram's capital account, and as usual Alt D key at the bottom to delete. Now that Ram's capital account ledger is deleted, accounting voucher is also deleted, and now I am putting a new accounting voucher in method 2, direct entry. So in receipt voucher, in credit I should type Ram's capital account, but Ram's capital account ledger is not there. So I am pressing Alt C, which produces a secondary ledger creation screen. So from here, see the heading as ledger creation secondary. From here I can create Ram's capital account ledger. Now it will be selected automatically, and I can type the amount, and debit cash account is already present. Now I can directly accept the accounting voucher. So now you can see in ledger, Ram's capital account ledger is present. So in this way we can create accounting voucher using two methods. Method 1, creating the ledger and then putting the accounting voucher entry. Method 2, putting the accounting voucher entry directly using accounting voucher menu and pressing Alt C to create the ledger by using secondary ledger creation screen. Thank you.